You're listening to Family Business with Daphne. Family Business. So I go to my email today and I see that there's a casting call for a new show on, guess what topic? Family business. This is catching fire, and I'm so glad that I can play a little part in this movement. What is this movement? It's basically saying, hello, families are the cornerstone of all communities. And if we can build businesses together successfully, we are perhaps in the best position to help our communities grow and flourish. Dun, dun, dun. I said it. Oh my goodness. Let me say it again. Perhaps if families are empowered to start their own businesses, maybe they could be the go-to resource in communities to grow them successfully. Wow. Them are fighting words, I think. If you're wondering, who is this? This is Daphne Mallory, and you're tuned into Family Business. And you can learn more about all things related to family business, whether it's legal, marketing, publicity, on and on my blog, daphnemallory.blogspot.com. I write nationally for the Entrepreneur magazine, the Huffington Post. I write in my community for Times News Magic Valley. I get to write on senior living issues. That's just a passion of mine, but there's definitely a connection to family business because more and more seniors in our community are saying, hey, maybe this is a way to build legacy. Maybe I'm in the best position with more time and resources to help start a family business for the next generation. There is no age limit. Did you know that? You're never too young or never too old to be in family business. That's right. So if you're out there as a senior in the community or in my listening audience going, wait a minute, I have the ability to assist my adult children grow something that's meaningful to me. Yeah, that's right. You can start a family business too. And for you millennials out there listening, don't X out your grandparents because they may be the key to you launching your family business. I've seen wonderful seniors step in as angel investors. And if you want more stories to inspire you, what does this look like? What is she saying? Is this real? Definitely check out my blog because I do link to the national publications I write for, where I profile these family businesses so you can see that this is real and that people are succeeding, and you can too. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit more about one of my more popular posts online on my blog, and it's 50 reasons to start a family business. So you're like, okay, Daphne, you've got me jazzed up, intrigued, and curious about this topic of family business. Why? Why shouldn't I just go and work for someone? Why shouldn't I just start a business, but on my own or with other people that are certainly not my family? What is so special about family business? So we're going to get started on this topic today. Reason number one, take a deep breath. But for many of you, you're fine. You read my blog, you follow me on Facebook, you understand me. But for some of you who I'm new to, take a deep breath and do not tune out when I say the number one reason for starting a family business. And this reason comes from myself, but also interviewing many successful, and I mean highly successful family business owners. Can you guess what it is? The number one reason for starting a family business? Experience God. Do you know what it's like to live your life on a day-to-day basis and you're in charge of generating your own income? You are not reliant on anyone else. You are generating income for yourself. If that is not a spiritual experience, I don't know what is. It takes faith to wake up and not have someone else write your paycheck and say, oh my goodness, we can do this. And then, oh, wait a minute. And then spread that out to your entire family. So it's not just you relying on a paycheck that does not exist, except for the fact that you generate it. Your entire family now is dependent upon you getting cash out of quote unquote thin air through this thing we call business and business growth and business development. That is a leap of faith. And in family business, there's a lot of tears and crying. There are moments of despair. moments of sitting there going, oh my goodness, is this going to work out? Is that client going to pay? Is that product going to launch successfully? Am I doing the right thing? Maybe I should go get a 9 to 5 and work a job where there is more consistency and I'm not stressed all the time, on and on and on. Entrepreneurship and family business is absolutely a spiritual journey. Make no mistake about it. So if you're lacking in that area, if you want more push in that area, if you'd like a deeper connection in your faith, believe you me, that experience you will get from family business. Reason number 2, more time with your family. Who are you going to be working with all this time? Your family, your children, your spouse, your grandparents, your extended family, on and on and on. If you are at a loss for how you can spend more time with your family, try family business. Now, you may swing the other way and go, okay, that's enough. I'm all set. I kind of miss my division. And yes, every single family business owner will tell you we have those moments. But I have absolutely spoken to 4th generation, 5th generation business owners who are ecstatic at the prospect and the hope and the daily experience of spending time with your family. Yes, it may be around a meeting table. It may be traveling to a client engagement. It may be out there selling together at a trade show, but you're together. And what is better than that for some of y'all? For some of y'all, you're like, no. If that's the reason for family business, I don't want anything to do with that. No, I get you. There's still a way to keep it separate, and you can even have separate locations, and we can get into that later. But I think the overall spirit of family business is that you have an opportunity to spend more time with them. Now, reason number 3, double your income and more. So yes, in the startup phase of family business, you're probably investing more into the business than you are actually taking out. That's the journey of entrepreneurship in many cases. If you are so blessed, you might come out the door running with lots of cash chasing you down. For most of us in entrepreneurship mode or family business mode, it takes a while to build up that client base, customer base, influence, develop those networks and connections before you can actually start getting into the black. And then eventually, though, you have an opportunity to double your income or more. I mean, really, there are no limits to family business and the income you can derive. Okay? I really want you to accept and embrace that as a truth. There are no limits in family business. And what's beautiful about that, there are no limits now, and there are no limits when you're no longer here, because it continues and extends to the next generation. So that's your opportunity to double your income and more. Now, how do you do that? That's where you need training. That's where you need consulting. That's where you need to do your research. And quite frankly, that's where you need to do the work. If you want to experience those results of doubling your income or more, you have to do the work. It's funny, for the last week or so where I've been interviewed by others or had conversations with friends, everyone has been teasing me about my waking up at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. And I know that sounds strange to some of us, not all of us. Some of you are working that shift where you're already up. It's no big deal. But for me, it's important because I'm about daily grinding, hustling. You can call it sales. You can find a more professional term for it. But basically, I have a 2:30 a.m. hustle, which means I get up out of bed and I'm making phone calls. Yes, at 2:30 a.m. Whoa. Hello. Did she say phone calls at 2:30 a.m.? Did you know there's another side of the world that's already awake at 2:30 a.m.? Absolutely. And by the time 4 a.m. My time rolls around, hey, people in the States are up and they're ready to do business like I am. And so we're connecting that way as well. But that is part of my daily grind to double my income through family business. It takes work. It takes a hard work ethics. I'm used to that. I watched my mother, who worked 2 shifts back to back. And I mean shifts that entail servicing and serving seniors in an industry and changing them, clothing them, making sure that they're cared for. But it was definitely hard labor. And it was 2 shifts back to back every single day. And so definitely her work ethic has made an impression upon me. And I quite frankly feel lazy waking up 2:30 a.m., rolling out of bed to a computer chair and typing away, making phone calls on a headset. That's nothing. So that's where it comes from for me. What are some examples and models in your life? Do you look to your parents who perhaps were ranchers or perhaps are currently farmers or ranchers and just waking up early morning and getting out there and sowing and taking care of livestock on and on and on? Or is it you're looking at your parents or other extended family members who are going to the factories every single day? Is it you? Is it your spouse on that grind every single day? So you can do it. Family business, you can double your income or more, but it does take hard work. Number 4, it's your opportunity to strengthen bonds. Can you imagine going through life with your partner in family business or partners, whoever they are, and when you are suffering together as well as experiencing victories together? Can you imagine what that's like? Of course, that's going to strengthen your bonds. There's nothing like sitting there going, oh my goodness, look at this bill amount, and stressing together all day long, trying to solve that problem and doing the work together necessary to uplift yourself out of those financial circumstances where you're just feeling beat. Well, that's an opportunity. It is stressful. It is hard. There are tears, lots of prayers, shouts, more things that you'd care to deal with. But what an opportunity at the same time to strengthen bonds between those you love, those whom are close to you. So that's my reason number 4. It's absolutely an opportunity for you to strengthen bonds. Number 5, better learning opportunities. Better learning opportunities. You're not going to get what you need to grow your family business solely out of textbooks and books. There's no way. You have to have the experience of making a sales call or making a sales pitch or delivering products and services to clients, to manage others, to get work done through them, to negotiate deals, to sit across the table from someone and get them to say, yes, you can come in and speak and train, or yes, you can land a contract and provide all of this technology to my company, or yes, you can purchase my building or represent me in marketing it, on and on and on. Each interaction you have with your client or customer base is your opportunity to learn something new, and it's lifelong. It goes on. It doesn't stop. In fact, some of you are saying, please, I'm done learning. Stop. Can I learn something else at this point? I get it. But entrepreneurship is amazing for me. It's superior to any educational experience out there. So I encourage you to start a family business so that you can get to learning. The more you delay this, and I'm talking to you out there because you know you're supposed to start a family business, okay? The more you delay this, the more you delay that learning curve. There is a learning curve to this. You don't just dive in and know everything you need to know. Even if you've worked a job that addresses the same industry for the last 50 years, you're now running a business. And on top of that, you are running a family business. And so there is much to learn. So the more you delay in getting started, the longer it's going to take for you to learn and to overcome that learning curve. So get started. Next, build a strong marriage. Couples who learn how to work well together, they get the opportunity to experience even more joy and fulfillment. So it kind of goes to reason number 4. It's an opportunity to strengthen bonds And that could be bonds for your extended family and beyond with your children. But looking at marriage itself, it is an opportunity for couples to learn how to work well together. And it really can strengthen a marriage. Next, it's an opportunity for you to transfer your family values. How many of you have come to realize, as I have, that talking and talking and talking to family members about what you believe in, it has a minor effect on their ability to actually put it into practice. What's a much better way of transferring values is to model them, show them. Show it to them daily, in and out. Be consistent. And family business allows you to do just that. There are many opportunities in business for you to either promote or contradict your family values. Let me say that again. There are many, endless amount of opportunities when you are running a family business for you to demonstrate that you're either going to promote or contradict your family values. And everyone will be watching. They are watching you. There are teachable moments. People are just sitting back and watching how you make decisions, how you talk about your clients and customers when you're not in their presence. They're watching if you are consistent with your keeping your word. You say you're going to show up at this time. You're going to deliver products or services in this way on this date at this time. You perhaps are overpaid and you're being watched. Hey, are you going to give a refund? Are you going to make it right? All eyes are on you. All eyes, even the little eyes. They can tell. They can tell in your tone of voice. They can tell in your animation or non-animation. They can tell if you're talking about other people behind your back or not. All eyes are on you. And that is your opportunity to transfer family values, not just the positive ones. How do you deal with failure? If you miss your mark, if you don't land a sale, if you don't get a deal, if you somehow fail in a presentation or a speaking engagement, if you are unable to land a book contract, TV project, how do you deal with failure? That is a value, a family value that you're also transferring to the next generation, and they're watching you. Yes, you can tell them all day long. You can pull out scriptures or give them good books to read and espouse your values on and on and on. But when they see mommy or daddy, auntie or uncle, grandparent or cousin, how does that person really deal in a situation? So that is your opportunity to transfer family values. Number 8, family business. My 8th reason for starting a family business: don't let your kids suffer. Now, this one hits home to me. I grew up in Liberia, as many of you know. I was born in Liberia. Did not grow up all my life in Liberia, but I grew up in Liberia enough to understand and see poverty. And when I eventually made my way to the States, I went to London and then to the United States. I lived in a very poor, low-income neighborhood. And I always felt that I had to play catch-up. Even when I went to a great school, I went to Brown University, and I was surrounded by peers that were, quite frankly, very well off. And I have always had to battle this sense that I am left behind. I am behind everyone else. I'm always struggling to keep up, to catch up. And I remember when I had my first child, and I now am up to 4. That's right, 4 kids whom I love dearly. But I have always been driven to make sure that they don't have to suffer and struggle with poverty the way that I had to. I want that to sit with you, because some of you are thinking, well, how do I do that without spoiling them? And I appreciate and understand that. And if you spend a moment in my household or talk to my oldest, you will get a very clear sense that mom is not about spoiling anyone around here. I believe in creating leaders. I want all of my children to be leaders, and I want them hopefully to catch on to this vision of entrepreneurship. So there's no spoiling going on in my home. But at the same time, I don't want them to have this mindset of scarcity or always trying to climb out of something or always struggling. I do not want them to ever experience that. And family business has been a solution. And I am proposing that family business is the solution for you. And I know many of you, parents, moms, dads who are listening, have that, and you are working 3 jobs for that very reason. You are just on the grind Monday through Sunday and over again because you hate to see your children struggle. I get that pain. I understand. It drives me every single day. What I want you to know, first and foremost, that there's hope. And then secondly, I want to let you know that the solution for you that you really need to get on board with is family business. Because while you are trying to improve your family's economic circumstances, you're not losing your children in the process because they can be with you. They can watch you. They can watch you individually learn and grow. And then they can watch a business learn and grow. And that doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow after this broadcast, but it certainly means that you develop the mindset, you put your ducks in a row, and you get started tomorrow, and you make it work alongside with whatever else you have going on until you can make that transition properly. And so that is your opportunity to not let your kids suffer. Hands down, yes, family business. Yes. Reason number 9, help others. Help others. Family businesses are about helping others. They have to. So first and foremost, I have never met a family business owner who's been stingy. Now, I'm sure there are stingy family business owners. I just haven't met them. But for the most part, family business owners are about taking care of people around them. And it could be extended family. It could be families abroad. And it can be families in their communities. And they do it for 2 reasons. First and foremost, they really do feel that calling and responsibility. They know that they are blessed, and they have been blessed by those same people whom they serve. And now they want to serve back. And so they feel that burden and responsibility to take care of those in their communities. But they also see this opportunity to engage with people in their community. And by doing so, it develops and increases their business even further. So yes, and I'm sure that's minor, and for some people that's absolutely irrelevant. But for some family business owners, they understand that symbiotic relationship between family business and community. You develop the family business, you hire people from your community to go into that family business. And by doing so, you're training and mentoring and motivating and helping individuals and families whom you now employ. And then you now are generous with your profits. You give it back to the community. You sponsor causes. You give disaster relief. You provide housing, on and on. And then those people in the community come to realize, wow, look at that family business. They're helping us. They're here for us. They're not just about profits. And they circle right back in to purchase your products or services, to spread the word, to find you new employees. And it's cyclical. It's beautiful. Family business is beautiful because of that cycle, starting from the inside out from your family. Number 10. Okay, 50 reasons. Number 10, grow as a leader. When you build a family business, it really does demand that you lead others. You will have to grow as a leader if you want to succeed. So this is not family solo. This is not family by myself, family alone, family not working with other people, family I can't get work done with other people. If I want something done right, I just do it myself. No. You see, it just doesn't go well together. When you are a family business, you have to lead others, which is frustrating at times for some of us. I'll just speak for myself. And for the many of you who I know are listening to this, I get it. Leading others sometimes can be frustrating, especially when you have to rely upon others sometimes to accomplish your work, to get your work done. That can be very frustrating. But family business gives you that perfect opportunity to grow as a leader, to deal with the challenges on a daily basis of working with others' emotions and their goals and competing strategies and making sure that someone else doesn't steal them away from you, or making sure that they're not distracted by other things that therefore takes their time away. Yeah, you are going to grow. If you are looking for an opportunity to grow as a leader, you should definitely check out family business, and then throw on top of that family dynamics. It can be crazy. Yeah. Dealing with the emotions of not only your internal family dynamics, but now add to that non-family members, and add to that, perhaps some of you have to deal with businesses in a way that you may have to deal with non-family business entities in your communities to get things done for your business. All of these demands can be stressful, and it does require that you become a leader. And so you will grow. Adversity brings growth. Now, my 11th reason for starting a family business, and this is going to sound really strange because you're like, I am listening to a business show, right? Yes. So you ready for it? Adopt a child. Yes. So as I'm interviewing family business owners across the world, I have noticed a little trend. Not only are they taking this message of family business that they've been doing for years, but they're saying, wow, our family is growing and we want to be able to use it to adopt more children, because we want that opportunity to share this gift of family and of entrepreneurship, and, learn other cultures. And because our family business has gone abroad and established a new location, we're just in love with that community, and we want a connection to that community ongoing, and on and on. And all of these reasons has culminated in adoption. I thought that was fascinating. That's been one of the most interesting aspects of family business that I've discovered. And I never thought about that. But yeah, that's absolutely another reason. So if that has been on your mind and heart, first and foremost, family business may be your pathway to getting better finances so that you can go through that process successfully. And it may be an opportunity for you to connect to another community where you're doing business or have a desire to do business. So yeah. Number 12, make history. Your family name will be remembered because of your contribution to the economy of your community. Some of you are purely interested in legacy building. I get it. You've been there, done that. You've generated the wealth you need. You're not looking to increase your wealth. You're playing a different game, and you are into now building legacy. Well, I'm going to challenge you then to start a family business or become an investor for your family so that they can start a family business. That is a great way to make history and to leave a legacy. Because again, that connection between family businesses and charity is so strong. Think of all of the huge family foundations around the country who want to develop and leave a legacy and develop the community, and they are absolutely doing that through family business. So we're going to take a short break, and on the other side, I'm going to keep going with the 50 reasons you need to start a family business. And you can learn more about me and other interesting topics and tips and strategies on my blog, daphnemallory.blogspot.com. See you on the other side.
I'm Gerald McRaney. Is there anything you wouldn't do to live longer or feel better? Would you make a few simple changes in your lifestyle if you knew it could save your life? Take cholesterol. A high blood cholesterol level can cause strokes and serious heart disease, but exercise and simple changes in your diet can reduce cholesterol and make you feel better.
For your free booklet, visit the Will Rogers Institute at wrinstitute.org or call toll-free 877-957-7575 and find us on Facebook and Twitter. The Will Rogers Institute, since 1936.
When somebody says they're having a field day, it usually means they're having a really good time. Amateur radio operators across North America will take part in their annual Field Day event June 28th and 29th. Ham radio is more popular than ever. With its combination of electronics and communication skills, it's no wonder that ham radio remains a national resource and a whole lot of fun. Find a Field Day site near you at arrl.org/fieldday. Ham radio, on the air from anywhere.
Hi there. I'm Harry Connick Jr. Kids have a lot on their plates these days. It can be hard as parents to stop and think about how something like learning music now can help them in the future. Music helps kids because it's a performing art, and children need to learn to really perform well to succeed in society. Getting an 85% on a math test is pretty good, but hitting 85% of the right notes during a concert isn't good enough for most music students or their teachers. A special kind of practice and preparation goes into the discipline of performing music, and it helps kids perform better in all areas of their lives.
A PSA brought to you by the National Association for Music Education. March is Music in Our Schools Month.
You're listening to Family Business with Daphne, and we are talking about the 50 reasons to start a family business. You can learn more on my blog, daphnemallory.blogspot.com. Also, go to my Facebook page, daphne.mallory.esq. Make sure you add that ESQ, and you can learn everything I'm doing in regards to this topic. I post all of my columns, post video, have a lot of fun, family pictures, on and on and on. So make sure you join my Facebook community, and I hope first and foremost that you'll get encouraged and challenged in your mindset to start thinking about family business. So we left off about, before the break, on making history. Now, one of my favorite reasons for starting a family business is to strengthen intergenerational bonds. I just wrote about this topic recently. There is something magical about working across generations. Grandparents working with adult children, working with their grandchildren, or seniors in your community, working with non-related families, just sharing that knowledge and wisdom and collaboration across the generation is so key. It is so crucial. And it's a perfect setup in family business. Absolutely. I'm thinking about a couple of franchises who started off specifically to address their aging parents and their issues. And those aging parents became the catalyst for the family business. And then turn around, they became the advisors for that family business. And adult children working with those parents. And now you have successful franchises centered around this entire idea of strengthening the intergenerational bond. So if you're looking for a way to connect with your aging parents or to have them connect with your grandchildren, on and on and on, family business is set up for that, indeed. How about developing long-term friendships? Okay, family business owners are a different breed. They absolutely are. They're dealing with business, they're dealing with family dynamics, they're dealing with community development. So yeah, they're talking, walking, thinking a little bit differently. And if you can find other family business owners to connect with, you really do have that opportunity to develop long-term friendships. It's like going through warfare together. It's amazing. You can encourage one another and let your hair down and cry and lean on one another and pray for each other, on and on. It's a great opportunity to develop your long-term friendships. 15, save money. What? Doesn't business cost money? Save money. Yes. Now, listen first to what I'm going to say before your mind goes, oh yeah, of course. You can leverage each family member's time and energy to get your business started. You will save money on labor until you can earn enough profits to create jobs. That's just the truth. That's the truth of family business. A truth that should not be abused, by the way, parents. Okay? But at the same time, as you're working with your adult family members, extended family, non-family members even, who have bought into this vision of starting family business, there are opportunities for you to save money on hiring someone full-time with benefits and on and on and on, which you may not be able to afford on day one. Maybe day 367, but maybe not on day one. But if you have family members who share the vision with you and they are on board with you because of family, then it's a great way to save those costs. It's also, reason number 16, quick access to capital. Those same people, and maybe they don't have the time to help you with your project, to help you work that business, but maybe they do have access to a little cash that they can lend to you and say, hey, go ahead. I believe in you. You can get this done. I'll invest. And that's a lot quicker sometimes than going to an institution and saying, please give me money. It's a lot easier also, many times, than going to an institution. And so that's your first place, your first opportunity maybe for you to get the capital you need. Next, number 17 is perfect for family education. You will not lack opportunities to teach yourself and your children new skills because of family business. And I use the term family education because you never stop learning and growing. So every member of your family will be learning something on management, communication, sales, marketing, leadership, business growth, business development, new countries, on and math, more math, cash flow, statements, how to read statements, what statements to read. It's a great learning experience for the entire family. So you'll be reading together. You'll be reading lay books and textbooks and listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos, enrolling in training and seminars, on and on and on. It's great for family education. Number 18, it unites teens with parents. When you go to your teen and you say, we are starting a family business and I'm entrusting you with XYZ responsibility and I'm going to train you and I'm going to mentor you. Oh my goodness, the dynamics will change. Now, you have to tread lightly. Make sure it's something that they're motivated in, that they're interested in. But what an opportunity to empower them. And because you are trusting them and empowering them, it's an opportunity for you to be reunited with them or to strengthen your relationship with them. Reason number 19, share your workload. Working solo takes its toll eventually. I mean, really. And trust me, I know what it's like to try to be superwoman. Rah, rah, rah. I've got this. I understand that mode, but eventually it really does take its toll in business. You really do need a team to grow, to have more impact, to have more influence. And so family business is your opportunity to share their workload among different family members. Reason 20, it's easier to serve your community. As you're transitioning in and out and you have to go to a committee meeting or you have to volunteer here, well, who's going to run the business? Family. Your family can help you do that. Sure, yeah, you can certainly, yes, hire someone else to do that. And even if you're a family business owner, yes, you may grow to the point where you have employees taking care of that. But the family allows more flexibility and more fluidity, if you will, that you can make those adjustments in your schedules easily because you're a family and this is your thing. Absolutely. 21, you can travel at a moment's notice. So can you drop everything right now to travel for personal reasons when you're working somewhere else? Can you do that? Can you say, hey, I'm out. I've got to go and explore this opportunity, see if I want to land this thing for my family. Do you have that flexibility? In family business, you can have that flexibility. Spend quantity time together. Yes, I don't think that needs any explanation. When you're running a family business together, you will be spending quantity. That was quantity, not quality. Quantity time together. Number 23, model integrity. That goes back to what I said earlier about modeling. Being a model, everyone is watching you. They're watching you implement your values. Does mommy, daddy, does extended family member, cousin, grandparent, child, do they do what they say? And you get to model that. Be conscious and intentional about that and make sure you're modeling that. Let them see you model it. Don't do it in secret. Do it in front of them and at times provide explanation so it's really clear. This is our family. This is what we stand for. This is what we're about. Number 24, it is better for sales. It's better for sales. Your family story is your competitive advantage. I've written about this often. The fact that you are a family is your competitive advantage. So don't hide it. Your clients and customers will remember you when they're making that decision to buy, but you have to tell that story. So it is better for sales. And reason number 25, it's an answer to unemployment. You are your best employer. And if done right, you can climb your way out of unemployment with a family business. And so, yes, there are opportunities to transition into family business. Yes, there are opportunities to seek a job if that's the transition you need, in addition to building up your family business. I'm saying it is an answer to unemployment. And so explore how you do that simultaneously or on the side. If that works best for your family at the moment, you can explore those opportunities, but it is an answer. Don't ignore it. Don't focus all of your activities only on a job search or landing a job. I'm saying dedicate a little amount of time every day so that your mindset is constantly on this hope and possibility and strategy of starting your family business. It keeps your mind active. Reason number 26. If you're looking for a way to keep your mind engaged, whoever you are, start a family business. Some examples would be, again, back to the senior citizens that I love so dearly and get to hang out with. If you're working on a business on a daily basis, that's one way to keep your mind engaged and active. If you are a stay-at-home mom and you're looking for other pursuits, looking for another way to express yourself and keep your mind active, start a family business. Start the family business for your family. Number 27, it's a way to alleviate stress. Okay, I know that's funny. Family business is not easy, of course, but working in a job that fragments your family, that can be even harder. Don't you think? Aren't you stressed when you're pulled in different directions? I believe that a family business is a holistic way to live, and it can reduce your stress. You can combine both in such a way that, yes, because business building is stressful, and yes, family life can be stressful, but it can be far less stressful if you're not competing with your family, or if you're not pulled and tugged in different directions. It can reduce and perhaps alleviate the stress you're feeling being torn. Number 28, align your work with your values. So we've talked about modeling your values, but how about aligning your work with your values? Is that another point of stress for you? I have a job that completely contradicts what I stand for and who my family is and what we're about. And if I have a family business, I get to align and create something that's absolutely in line with our values. So that's your opportunity through family business. Reason number 29, flexible work hours. You can design your work hours. So yes, sometimes it's going to have to be something that serves your market. And so maybe the flexibility isn't so much in the hours you choose, but the flexibility resides in the fact that you build a family business successfully so that you are overseeing it rather than working in it day to day. That's where your flexibility may need to come from. And for the rest of you where it's not, hey, like I said, I wake up at 2:30 a.m. That's pretty flexible. I get to decide when I wake up, when I go to work, and what I get to do, when I get to do it. But I am in such an industry that allows me as a trainer, as a consultant, as a media personality, that allows me that flexibility to do that. So those are two ways that you can be flexible. Grow a successful family business so that you are out of it and there are other workers in it. And then you have flexible hours, or you are in an industry that allows you to design your own work schedule. 30, improve your family's health. You can schedule health-related activities such as running or biking together. Pickleball. Hey, for those of you who haven't heard yet, I love pickleball. If you don't know what that is, you have to go to YouTube and put in pickleball. I'll just have to leave you hanging, leave you at that. Check that out. But you get to improve your family's health. If you're stuck, quote unquote, stuck in a job, it may be difficult for you to really promote the type of health that you want to do with your family because you're not there to go out and bike or run together or participate in pickleball or some other activity. You're stuck. But with family business, you can design a lifestyle that accommodates your goals. And one of those goals should be your family health goals. 31 ties in, eat well. So when you work together, you often eat together. So you can build your workday around healthy meals and snacks. And those choices can unfortunately sometimes be limited in a workplace environment because you don't control your vendors and what's being served. But when you're in family business, you get to decide who eats what and when. 32, reason number 32 for starting your family business. Stop living for paycheck to paycheck. It's time to build a family business so that you can get out of the rat race. Reason number 33, build a foundation. Again, did you know that many foundations are started and run by families? That's the beauty of family business. You, entrepreneur listening to this, you would-be family business owner, you can help to eradicate poverty, improve the quality of life for so many. But it's going to take that work and effort on your part to grow something that's successful so that you can be so generous, so that you can serve and impact others. Along with that, number 34, become a community leader. Do you know why large companies send their leaders to visit city officials or attend community meetings or participate in on boards, etc.? What are they doing? They understand the correlation between business and community leadership. So that's the good news for you as a family business owner. You can become a community leader. And in some cases, you may end up having more influence and credibility as a result. You might be able to make that stronger connection to the people that you want to advocate for or serve. So that is your pathway or opportunity to have more influence in your community. Become a family business owner. And then reason number 35, you might decide to help build other communities, perhaps in a completely different country, or perhaps in a neighboring community. or perhaps in another state. You can, as a family business owner, build other communities. Reason number 36, become a lifelong learner. And we've touched upon that already. You're not going to get out of learning when you begin this journey of becoming a family business owner. It's just part of the deal if you want to be successful. If you don't want to be successful, stop learning. Just shut your ears to personal development, professional development, and improving, and that's fine. You could just stop right there. But if you want to succeed, you have to have the mindset and attitude of, I can learn something new, and I can implement new practices, and I can innovate and become something amazing and special in my industry or field. Reason number 37, you have more energy for daily activities. Now, I know that sounds so counterintuitive, but you get to decide your business activities and you can manage your energy accordingly. Now, most of my peers who are like, whoa, okay, Daphne, you're waking up at 2:30. That is crazy. Well, guess what they're doing? They're sleeping in till 2:30 a.m. It's just the opposite. Now, I cannot get work done past 7:30 at night. There's no way. I'm ready to sleep. And so knowing that, I manage my energy accordingly. I'm an early bird, so I'm most energetic at 2:30 a.m. in the morning when I get up. And throughout the day, it begins to slow down. So I manage and design my business activities around my energy level. And of course, first and foremost, what's going on with my children and making sure that I'm mom first. So what is your energy like? Do you understand your energy cycles? In family business, you get to decide your family business activities and you can manage that around your energy accordingly. Next, build wealth for generations to come. Now, I think you've heard me say that over and over again. Family business is a great pathway to building wealth, not just for you and yourself and your current circumstances. And sometimes it can be hard to lift up your eyes and look beyond the current struggles. And I understand that. I don't want to diminish what many of you are experiencing and feeling and what you have to face on a day-to-day basis. But I have to encourage you to look up, because beyond your current circumstances, there's an opportunity for you to create something amazing and special for generations to come that will outlive the bill situation that's happening right now, the unemployment, the current employment struggles, the current finance challenges that your family may be going through. Look up. Number 39, have more children. Well then, moving right along to number 40. I'm just going to let that simmer. We could discuss that on another show. Donate to ministry projects. That goes back to what I said earlier about living a life of generosity and service because you are a family business owner. So you get an opportunity to develop an amazing amount of income and revenue through family business, and you can then turn around and invest your profits into ministry projects. That's a great way. That's the call of an entrepreneur. And then 41, my favorite, take a year off. Have you wondered how individuals have been able to take an entire year off to travel or to work on charitable projects? Does that just sound so impossible? Well, there are people that do this. They work and then they take a year off. And they can do that through building a successful business and a system, of course, whereby they can leave the business to others to manage, right? And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. This is not a solo, I'm independent, alone thing at all. You have to build your family business up to a point, including with non-family members, that you can walk away and it's still running. It's not dependent on you. And number 42, I thought I was going to get to 50. It doesn't look like you're going to have to tune in, I guess, for part 2, aren't you? So I'm going to have to leave you at 41, I think. But what I want you to do is get the rest of those reasons on my blog. Just look up my post, 50 reasons to start a family business. And on a future show, I would definitely attempt to wrap up the rest. But here's what I want to leave you with. There are so many reasons, so many amazing reasons to start a family business, but the only reasons that will count would be whatever hits home for you. What is your struggle? What is your pain? And then ask the question, can I solve this problem or pain with a family business? And most likely I'm going to say yes. But I'll leave that to you to decide. I want you to think, wow, okay, so family business is an option. It's a solution. Yes. And tune in for more shows and more hope and encouragement on Family Business Daphne on 103.9 KDKI. See you next time.